say no shame to shake it all. Don't think it's a rotting on. Like the way how you flow. Every time you're passing it by. Got me tickling, tickling, and you think it's a rotting on. Yeah.
Hi the world. The concept of male gaze is first mentioned in Laura Mulvey's 1973 article Visual Pleasure and Narrative Cinema, which is considered the beginning of feminist film studies. The reflection of masculine domination on the gaze, initially seen in art, media, and literature, in the light of feminist theory, was soon reflected in studies in many fields. Traces of the masculine gaze can be seen even in geographical thought. Nature, where human geography is constructed, is a construction of culture. The more natural physical geography is, the more masculine human geography is. The male gaze dominates the organization of space and place.
There are serious academic studies on the masculinity of the ways in which the spaces of tourism geography are organized. The tourism image, like those of all advertising and photography, is created, filtered, and mediated through cultural and ideological structures. Advertising agencies have long been male-dominated, and particular masculine scripts were privileged within the culture of advertising. In this context, despite the diversity of the market, what is portrayed by the media assume a particular kind of tourist, white, Western, male, and heterosexual.
Place is a deceptively simple concept in geographical thought. It needs to be made complex, questioned, and unsettled. It is necessary to decipher that places don't exist in any other sense than culture. As a result, the place appears and disappears according to how people construct it. It can change in size and character. The masculinity of tourist places has been examined in many academic studies worldwide. Laura Mulvey has argued that the cinema camera positions viewers to adopt the perspective of heterosexual male viewers, and that women's bodies are objectified and commodified for sadistic purposes. Mulvey's arguments raise questions about the limitations and potentialities of spectatorial identifications, desire, agency, and resistance. Influenced by the theories of Sigmund Freud and Jacques Lacan, her views have helped shift film theory toward a psychoanalytic framework. Mulvey says she aims to use Freud's and Lacan's concepts as a political weapon. She shows that the cinematic apparatus of classical Hollywood cinema inevitably places the viewer as a masculine subject. During classical Hollywood cinema, audiences were encouraged to identify with protagonists who were, and still are, overwhelmingly male. Meanwhile, the Hollywood female characters of the 1950s and 1960s, Mulvey argues, were transformed into objects to be looked at. Mulvey argues that there are two distinct forms of the male gaze during this period. Voyeurism, that is, seeing the woman as an image to be looked at, and fetishism, that is, seeing the woman as a substitute for leg, for an underlying psychoanalytic fear of castration. The concept of scopophilia, which has its origins in Freud's work, has voyeuristic, exhibitionist and narcissistic overtones and is what keeps the male viewer's attention on the screen. Due to the narcissistic tone of scopophilia, narcissistic visual pleasure comes from identification with the image. It is this narcissistic tone that makes us enjoy watching a movie with the person next to us and watching it over and over again with the person who has never seen it. Scopophilia is about mastering what you watch and mastering the gaze of the person next to you. According to Mulvey, male spectators project their gaze and therefore themselves onto male protagonists. In this way, male spectators indirectly own the woman on the screen. Mulvey also analyzes the concept of scopophilia on two axes, one of activity and the other of passivity. Male characters are seen as active and powerful. They are endowed with agency and the narrative develops around them. Women, on the other hand, are presented as passive and powerless. They are objects of desire that exist only for male pleasure and are therefore placed in an exhibitionist role. This perspective conveyed by commercial cinema reinforces and strengthens male culture. Fetishizing the female form, the fear of catastrophe is eradicated. The woman is made not a threatening object but a safe object of pure beauty. This reproduces the security of male perception. The strongest criticism of Mulvey is that the theory reinforces a binary and categorical division of the sexes into male and female. Gender is a flexible thing and needs to be constantly constructed. The theoretical propositions put forward by queer theorists find some points in Mulvey's view sexist. Whether sexist or not, it's clear that Mulvey's statements are valuable and should be questioned. Mulvey argues that the only way to combat patriarchal Hollywood cinema is to develop alternative feminist methods by radically questioning the strategies in these films. What needs to be done is to adopt a new avant-garde feminist filmmaking. She not only adopts this discursively but also puts it into action. Mulvey responds to the criticism she has received for denying LGBT+ audiences who are not subject to normative gender stereotypes. She responded to these criticisms in 1981 with a follow-up to his first article. In this work, she contributes to her first theory with a metaphorical discourse of transvestism, arguing that the viewer can oscillate between a point of view such as male or female gender. She states that subconscious and latent homosexual tendencies may be present in man or woman's appreciation and identification with an actor of their own gender. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next video.